Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since we take a look at one of my pets, so I'm gonna introduce you to Quetzalcoatl. He's a Kenyan Samboa, and we'll take a look today at what you have to do to keep one of these guys. Let's go. So these guys are from northern and eastern Africa. They're rather semi-desertic places, so they will like more kind of sandy areas. On size, the biggest females will reach 3 feet, so they're not really that big of a boa. They give live birth, so they don't produce eggs. They have a kind of shovel face. This helps them just burrow underground, and they live most of their lives underground. And the way they hunt is they stick their heads outside of the sand to ambush any prey, and they will wait there and just wait for a prey and grab it and eat it. That's why if you have a Kenyan Samboa and you see the Kenyan Samboa is sticking the head out of the ground, you shouldn't put your fingers close to that head because it'll bite you. If you want to pick up your Kenyan Samboa when it's doing that, try to find the body and pick it up by their body. Now, if you want to keep one of these guys, you're gonna need a 20-gallon tank. The substrate should be shredded aspen because they are from a desertic place, so it should be more dry. The humidity should be around 30 to 40%. So you gotta keep it dry unless they're shedding. They shed the babies around monthly, and obviously when they grow up they shed a little bit more apart. But what I do when they start shedding is I just put a humid box, and I will put a picture of the humid box right around here. It's just a plastic tub with a couple holes, and I put moss in it to up the humidity just in the humid box. They use it so they shed properly and there is not a stuck shed or anything stuck to their bodies. For the heat, what you need to do is a gradient, just like the leopard geckos that we talked about last time. The cold side should be 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and the hot side should be about 90 to 95 degrees. So you need that gradient so they can choose if they want to be hot or cold, as well as when they feed, they're gonna need hot heat to process their food. You are gonna need a water bowl in their tank, so they can drink whenever they need to. I do remove the water bowl when they feed. That day when they feed, I remove the water bowl and I put it back the day after, because I've heard some YouTubers saying that it may cause regurgitation, so I rather take in the water out just one day. They do feed weekly, and I do feed them frozen thaw. So basically you buy frozen mice and then you put those mice in hot water so they get warm, kind of body temperature, and then you just, with tans, you give them the mice so they can eat it. They will strike and then tangle around and try to asphyxiate and then just start eating. The size of the mouse is determined by the size of the snake. So the mouse should be a little bit bigger than the thicker part of the snake. If you see these, so the mouse would be around that size, which is not really a big mouse, but this snake is gonna grow a little bit more. You will be able to find different morphs in the market. This one here is an anery. The normal snake is usually orange and black, the normal pattern of the snake. You will be able to find the anery, which is this one. You will find the albino, which is orange and white. It has no blacks. And you will be able to find the snow, which is the combination between the anery and the albino. As well as there is different patterns, so you have like the stripe, and there is different morphs that you can find. There are obviously different prices, but this is a normal pattern and is anery since there is no orange in it, so it's only black and white. For cleanup, I clean once a month, so I change every single bit of aspen in the bedding. I usually leave a little bit just for the smell, so they don't get too freaked out. And I clean up the bottom of the tank. There is spot cleanings if I can do it, but usually it's a full cleanup in their tank once a month. When I was investigating to pick up one of these guys, I didn't find anything about cleanup, so I just decided to go with the kind of ball python approach and clean up like once a month. The only downside that I see to these snakes is that they are usually underground, so you don't see them very often, but it's as easy as just go and take it out and handle your animal. They don't get super stressed when you handle them, so it's not a big problem the handling. And they are really good temperament. I have not been bitten yet, and I have had this animal for about 1.5 years. So yeah, they're very well behaved, very nice temperament animals. And I do want to change a little bit the perception of this animal in society, because these animals are very feared and there is really nothing to fear about. They are very gentle, they're very nice. It's just a perfect pet, really. As well as it gives you freedoms because they don't eat every day, they just eat once a week, so it's easy to take care of them. As long as you keep your heat, your humidity, and your food and your water, that's all you need. They will try for you. You have a 20-gallon tank. They will live properly and they will try for you. And for the recap, I brought my female. This is Jormungandr. She's an albino and she's a lot smaller right now, but she will grow a little bit bigger. So to recap, you need a 20-gallon tank, shredded aspen for the bottom. There is different kinds of substrates, but I use shredded aspen. You're gonna need a water bowl. You're gonna need a thermostat to connect to your UTH to achieve the correct temperatures. You're gonna need a hydrometer to make sure your humidity is 30 to 40%. You will need a humid hideout for when they're shedding. If you want to use a humid hideout, you will have to bring the humidity a little bit higher if they're shedding. If you want a regular height to put in there and some decor and trees, you can go ahead. You're gonna need tans to feed your animal, and you're gonna need food, little mice to the appropriate size, and that's that. Then you can have your little tiny companion, this one as well, Jormungandr. It's a very calm, very nice snake, and that is an albino with a normal pattern. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is. Well guys, now we know a little bit more about what is needed to keep one of these animals. Obviously, look at other places, do your research, set up your enclosure and make sure you're ready to receive this little animal in your house. The temps or the humidity have to be spot on if you want to give them a perfect life. If you like this video, like, subscribe and hit the bell right down there. Leave me some comments about what you want to see in the future and what do you think about these animals. I'll see you next week. Bye.